All right, guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So today we're going to go over the command bunker, the shed. But you know, I just got finished cleaning the pool. Yeah, tarp it up just to keep all those trash from the trees from falling down in it. Having a lot of questions and stuff on the house build. Yeah, I'm sorry, shed. It was drawn up and passed as a shed, so it's a shed. I'm going to show you what's inside the shed. And we got some other things to talk about with this whole... I'm seeing a lot of prepping channels shutting down. They're not going to be doing any more prepping videos, and that's all right. You know, I get it. They're feeling the pressure from alphabet companies, rhetoric, you know, the whole white supremacy rhetoric that's being pushed. You know, I saw a headline, if you get up early in the morning, the signs of white supremacy. No, it's you got to get up to go to work. And like me, you're getting up, you know, it's still dark to go to work, and you get to work and it's still dark. And you work all day, you come home, you get a couple hours of daylight, and then it's dark again. But anyway, let's go inside. Okay, so right fast we have our outdoor light up there. That's one of the street lights we did a review on. That was over the outdoor gym. I'm currently redoing the outdoor gym while I'm doing this, and also working a job, so good times. Let me take you up top here. We have a wired in spotlight. I got a steel coax. I got a pipe in protection for the wiring. Our exhaust for our heater, tankless water heater. That's our exhaust there. This is our door. I know it's OSB. I have fiberglassed this door, so I was able to save myself $600 right there by making it myself. Yeah, insulation. I still have to finish the outside of this door. So let me swing you guys around. And one thing, when you guys see wire, that's a very low amperage wire. I'm talking about 2 amps, and wattage is about 15 watts. These are for our DC lighting, like on the outside and the roof and stuff like that. That's why it's not cabled up. It's also why it's not sealed up yet, because these walls are not done yet. So I had people say, well, what about that wire? Those are 10 gauge wire. They're up to 60 amps. Our breaker box is 40 amp breaker box. Each breaker is only 20 amps, so we're not even getting close to overheating these wires. And plus, it's just not done. So this is the kitchen. Swing around. Yeah, shelving up top. Our gas grill, our exhaust fan. I'm probably going to build a range over this off the shelving for that. Storage down below. We have storage over there, and we got a sink full of, well, some dirty dishes. Yeah, we took our external sink, piped it in. More storage. So this is the kitchen. Our mini fridge. I am either going to add another mini fridge on top as reverse osmosis, or I'm just going to get a larger mini fridge. These things do not draw much power. This is why I like them. But because we run solar on our system. Now, see here, probably the biggest room that we use like all the time, the bathroom. Yeah, we're human. Lock the door. All right, swing in. So we have our shower. It's piped in. We have our tankless water heater. Toilet. Don't worry, that's not nasty sitting in there. Turns out the well water that we're tied into currently, because we don't have a rain system catchment set up, that's the color of the water when it comes out the well. Yeah, it's done stain that brand new toilet. Yeah. Mirror. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. And this is the kitchen bathroom sink I'm working on. So I actually messed up. You see this crack? When I bought this thing, it was like 5 foot long. So I had it flipped over. I got my cutoff wheel with my grinder, and I trimmed that side, and I trimmed this side. Well, when it flipped over, I didn't see this. I did all my measurements from the back side. So I cut this completely off. Way too short. So I used liquid nail and silicone, sealed it up. It works. It's ugly, but I paid $4 for it. So it works. So I still got to get the faucets, the drain. I still got to pipe everything down and get this sink up and running. So we have exhaust fan up there. This is our shower head. It is removable, of course. This pipe and everything else up here is just tied in. It's just to hold it all in place. When we go to do the finishing touches, I'm gonna have to do some alteration, but for functionality right now, it works. We have a valve right here to turn on the shower, and that runs our hot water and cold right there. This is also where we're going to be tying in to run our hot water for our sinks. Right now we're still running cold water on all of our sinks. But yeah, the shower turned out pretty good. The adjacent wall built onto it works. I put a stiffener all the way across, which doesn't hurt anything. But yes, drains, everything's level, everything works very well. As we move forward, living area, this is the bedroom. Air conditioned, that's right, it's running off of our solar. Works very well. Our TV, entertainment system, computer, bunch of stuff I'm still working with. Yeah, it's the work in progress. Our dresser. Yeah, I gotta get some an actual dresser, but for now I just grab one of these stands. Works good for now. Dining area and also TV room. Yes, we sit right here, and from here we watch our TV. The TV swings out. Good stuff. We can also lay in bed and watch the TV. Over here, our solar grid. We also have solar generators, battery banks, all that good stuff. We're still building onto our battery bank. This is our solar grid, our solar room. Yeah, the brain is the heartbeat of everything. Works really well. I drink coffee all the time, and I cannot stand cold coffee. Yeah, I still use my thermos, make a pot of coffee, throw it in. Like I said, we're on solar. That way I can shut this coffee pot down. It's not just sitting there drawing power, because coffee pots use a lot of power. Oh, much better. Can't stand cold coffee. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and talk about this whole white supremacy rhetoric. Preppers shutting down their channel, refusing to film prepping, things like that. Well, everybody as a YouTube creator can make your own content. I've always said that. Make your own content. As far as the whole you shouldn't film prepping, you shouldn't film food hauls because the government's watching you and now you become a target by the government. The government's been watching us for a very long time. I mean, Snowden proved that with his release of the information. When I go to the store and I use one of my debit cards, let's take Walmart for example. Have you ever used your Walmart app? Recommend buying again. Everything that I ever purchased with my debit cards is tied in to that app because I've used it, and it lets me know of everything I purchased and reminds me, hey, you might be getting low in this. So you don't think that they don't have access to that because I use the debit card? I try to pay cash for everything. I do. But sometimes I slip up, and guess what? Now they got my record of me buying, 50 cases of SpaghettiOs or something like that. So with this, am I joining the trend of I will not show preps anymore? No, I won't. The reason being is because I've been able to reach and help many people start prepping, because a lot of people don't know how to prep. That's just it. There's going to be people right now commenting, well, it's not difficult. When I first started, I didn't have anybody's knowledge on what I can and can't, should or should not be prepping. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way. One of the things on this channel, we're trying to teach people how to prepare cost effective as can be, and what to do. All right, rotating stock, putting food in the ground, things like that. So, does Daddy Government watch? Of course. It's the internet. The internet was set up to surveil everybody. That's it. That, or, you know, they set it up just for Pornhub. I don't know. But no, I am definitely not stopping our prep videos. We do our weekly prep videos because, in my beliefs and from the response I've gotten from our community, it helps light that fire underneath the rear ends and get people to the store and get more food. It's a reminder, hey, don't be complacent. Keep doing this. As far as where we put all of our stuff, well, that's common sense. You don't show that. I've never shown where we put our stuff. I show you what we have immediately in the house or in the trailer. I show that. That's because it's right here. I never show where we put our stuff. I never filmed. I have never filmed at our bug out location, ever. I have never filmed at any of our actual food drops. The only time I've ever done food drops in the ground is because I've staged it up. I went up there, put it in the ground, come back, pulled it out like 4 months later. It's a location I'm not worried about burning because it was all for film. I'm not about to show people where I put things. I don't write things down on maps. I don't. Reason being, because, well, I know where it's at. I don't believe in putting things down on maps. I know there's going to be a lot of people, well, what if something happens to you? My wife knows exactly where everything's at, too. She's my partner here. She knows everything I do. She already knows what's going on. My group here, we all work together. We don't put things and write things down on maps. We don't put coordinates down on anything. You could try to code things out. If that's what you need to do, that's up to you. But I've seen the argument, well, if something happens to you, then how is so-and-so going to eat? Now, the people that should be eating this food already knows the location of this food. So I'm not worried about anybody else getting their food because it's not for them. Next up, prepping ideas, things like that. Guys, the government already knows who you are. They're not worried if you're a prepper. And I know there's people up here sitting there saying, oh no, they are. That's up to you. I don't live my life in fear that the government knows I'm a prepper and they're going to come take all my stuff. It's not going to be, in my opinion, it's not going to be the military kicking down your door for your 30 cases of canned beans. It's going to be a local group, in my opinion, as far as political goes. Figurehead structures, your city councils, stuff like that, during certain types of shit hits the fan scenarios. That's a possibility. And I'm going to go and cover this right fast because I have to, because I see the comment all the time. Well, they come to my house, they're leaving with a belly full of lead. They're not coming to your house and knocking on your door unarmed either. You know, we've done many videos where bullets rip right through houses, right through the walls. We've also done many videos where I've shown and stalked our family's home, waited for people to walk by windows at 100 yards off under cover. Walk up to your window right now. You see your field of view? Yeah, you can see up to this part of the yard, you can see up to that part of the yard. You're having to scan all that stuff for a possible sniper from a window. Now, go walk outside. Stand back about, I don't know, 100 yards. Now look at the front of that window from that distance. You see how much more field of view you have compared to if you're looking through a rifle scope and you go on a window to window from 100 yards, you just got to move just a hair each time and you got those windows covered, waiting for somebody to walk by. Compared to you're looking out a window and you got all that to try to cover. This is one of the reasons I say you need to have a bug out plan, but it requires work and people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that you need to do something to survive. And that's exactly what it is. You need to be able to do something to survive. Look at natural disasters, hurricanes, things of those natures. You have to be able to do something. You have to be able to get out of a location. But what do I know?